And have you heard that quote, Mike? If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change.
So maybe we start talking about the topic for today's Spiritual Sunday, which is about how the mind creates reality. Rather than sort of kind of go into some kind of abstract stuff, I'll just tell you a story about something that happened to me, happened in my experience this week. And he said to me before, about a couple of months before when I was planning it, he said, "Look, will you look after the dog for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." So, "Yeah, of course." And he says, "Well, and will you look after the cat as well?" And I was like, "Oh, really?" I love the cat as well. What if he just runs out and I lose the cat? And he was saying, "No, listen, he sleeps all day." And I said, "Right, well, I'll lock him in the front room, the room I'm in now, and he can stay there for a few days with his litter tray, and he can get used to the space because I know cats have to do that." And then feeling kind of sorry for him because I know he was pretty freaked out. I thought, well, I'll sleep in that room because there's a couch there, and I'll sleep on the couch and I'll keep the cat company. And about 5 o'clock in the morning, the dog came and knocked on the door and kind of like wanted me to let him out in the garden. Thought I'd closed the living room door behind me, but it looks like I didn't. And then I'd let the dog into the garden and then sort of left it, stood around because I'm thinking, I don't want to leave this door, Came back in, closed the door, got back on the couch, fell asleep for a couple of hours and woke up at 7 o'clock the next morning.
Mm.
I kind of woke them up because they could hear me barreling around the house. We were looking everywhere for this cat and nowhere was it to be seen. So this is like, now it's about 7:30 in the morning, nearly 8 o'clock. And I'm like, oh my God, I've lost my friend's, he must have run out the front door when I let the dog out.
Mm.
I'm going in the back garden, calling the cat's name, shaking a box of cat treats like the vet told me to do. And then I hear what sounds like cat little paws in the house. And I look at the dog and the dog looks at me and the dog goes right upstairs. And as I'm going up the stairs, we find the cat was in the house all the time. Find a place behind a wardrobe and it had hidden behind the wardrobe. And once it felt safe enough, it came out. And to me, it looked like what I feared had come true. And then my mind created a reality in which the cat was missing. So I created a reality where the cat was missing and could die. And actually the cat was perfectly safe in my house. If you change your mind, you change what you're thinking.